Today on Selling Houses.
This is bonkers. I've never been in a house like this before.
Three sellers snoop around each other's homes.
The living rooms.
Or is it the bedroom?
It's just weird.
This room you've come in, it's just bland, isn't it?
It doesn't feel homely. It feels cold.
I pull the rug from under one seller.
Get rid of this carpet because I don't like this very much.
That was free, that.
Well, I'm not surprised.
And my ideas get a carpeting from another.
Do we like?
Sorry about that.
You're not sure about it?
Mad, isn't it?
They'll have £1,000 and 7 days to make changes.
Disaster.
My arms are killing.
Oh, you can't say I haven't helped.
All competing to get an offer from my buyer.
That would be the one that I would say has the best opportunity.
Excellent, excellent.
Today I'm in the Wirral, cut off from Britain on 3 sides by the sea and on its southern side by the Shropshire Union Canal, so technically it's an island. And it's a treasure island for homeowners, with prices up 4.6% this year. Great news for my 3 sellers, hoping to get an offer on their properties. Perhaps they'll have some luck with my buyer today, businessman Keith, who's looking for a home for him and his wife.
So, Keith, the babies have flown the nest, haven't they?
Yeah.
And you and your wife, Darren, are now rattling around in your big house, so it's time to downsize.
Yeah, it's too big. It's 3 stories, and we're looking for something smaller. It's about buying somewhere to live and, you know, put our roots down and having something that really does flow very well and is comfortable to live in.
In terms of the period of property that sort of grabs both of you, is there a favourite era?
Older houses have much more appeal.
Have you ever lived in a more modern one?
We actually did. We lived in a brand new property, and that was enjoyable.
All right, so open to ideas.
Of course, yeah.
OK, fabulous. Because I've got 3 very, very different properties. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to showing them.
OK, look forward to seeing them.
Excellent.
To find the perfect home for Keith and his wife, he's got a generous budget of around £600,000. I've got 3 great houses, but they all need a little work before Keith can see them. First up is electrician Graham and his wife, teaching assistant Claire, who live in this 1970s dormer bungalow, which they've extended and modernised throughout.
I will sort of miss it in a way, but I think you can always do it again on a different property. It's what you put into it, I think, makes it your own.
Their house has been on the market for 2 months, but has only had 1 viewing.
It might just be...
Time of year,
As you look at
maybe.
it from the front, it doesn't look as big as it actually is. And I think as soon as we get someone through the front door, it'll be a lot easier.
Downstairs, the modern feel works well in the large living room, dining room and stylish kitchen. But there are areas with very little colour, like the family games room.
Yeah, the trouble is when you wallpaper something, it's your taste, and it may not appeal to everybody else.
Yeah.
That's how I paint things, Magnolia.
Upstairs, and the same non-colour theme continues in the master bedroom. And in this 4-bedroom house, the 4th bedroom doesn't actually have anywhere to sleep.
Our daughter's studying for her A-levels at the moment, so she's decided to take over and the bed went.
This house shows that modern styling can quickly become clinical. Downstairs, the games room is a far from fun place to be, and upstairs, the master bedroom lacks personality. The house is on at £500,000. Next up, it's glamorous mother and daughter duo, part-time saleswoman Dolly and Natalie, who also have a dormer bungalow with 5 beds and even an indoor swimming pool.
I love my house. I've had a lovely time in this house, lots of parties and entertaining. The house now is a bit big and we're looking to downsize.
The dormer has been on the market for 5 months, with a recent sale falling through.
I don't know why it's not selling because it's a lovely house.
I think
Wow,
people are
again.
shocked by the amount of work that they think's involved when it's not as much as you think.
The downstairs consists of a large lounge, dining room and kitchen diner, with decoration ideas taken from the homes of the rich and famous that Dolly saw in magazines.
That room's Jane Seymour and this room's Princess Monica of Grace's daughter. She'd been in interviews like this and it was behind her, so I pinned it to the wall, and when I got the decorator I said this is to go like that.
Now Dolly has shut down half the rooms in the house as it's too big for just her and Natalie.
It's definitely our old main living room that we've just overused.
It's been used as a bit of storage.
And the pool room, it's just kind of not being looked after as much.
Upstairs and the faded glamour continues. This used to be a bedroom.
It was my son's room, who's abroad, he's not been here for a while. But again, with being away, it's just getting used now as not using the rest
Bit
of the
of
house.
storage sometimes, yeah.
But it's really run down and dated.
This unique Dollywood mansion has seen better days. The deserted living room needs a good clear out, and upstairs the forgotten bedroom needs to be styled with a clear purpose, if Dolly's to get her asking price of $495,000. And my last sellers are father and son, Graham and Harry, who are both engineers. After nearly 20 years, they're selling their 3-bed detached bungalow set in 2 acres of land. It's been a fun place to grow up.
I lived there since I was probably 6 months old. This is probably, I'd say, is my favourite place in the whole world. Just come home from school and me and my brother would race quad bikes in the field till the end of the day, and we had all the horses.
It's time for somebody else to enjoy the property rather than us.
It's been on the market for 3 months now with no offers, which could have something to do with the stark, blokey interior.
The lounge part of the house is big, very airy, but it just is a big square room with a television in it. So if somebody came round, they'd see big square room with a television in it.
And they'd be right. This bungalow has 1 underused room upstairs in the loft.
We used to have it as a living room, and we had it as a bedroom at one stage as well.
This has been a boys-only pad for a year since Graham separated from his wife, and they could do with a bit of help making their house more sellable.
She may be able to help me with style, because I know I haven't got any. So if she can give us some good pointers, and hopefully it'll help it sell.
I thought it was just for the money.
I can't wait to get started on this blokey bungalow. Graham and Harry are going to have to inject some warmth into the stark living room and stop wasting space up in the loft if they want to get their asking price of $550,000. So it's Dolly and Natalie's faded but once glamorous 5-bed against Claire and Graham's clinical 4-bed and Graham and Harry's blokey bungalow. They're all going to need to roll up their sleeves and get to work if they want to spark the interest of my buyer, Keith. To encourage my sellers to improve their own homes, they now get the chance to have a snoop around their rivals' properties. The first house under investigation is Graham and Harry's blokey bungalow, set in 2 acres.
This house, with all its land, really should have mass appeal, but it's all about the outdoor space, because inside, certain areas feel very bland and stark, and other areas feel completely abandoned, and as a result, it lacks the warm and cosy feel that buyers today are looking for.
First to arrive, Graham and Clair.
I think it looks small from the outside, I've got to be honest. I can imagine when you go inside, they're quite small rooms.
Quite cute, isn't it?
The tour starts in the main living room.
It's like a posh waiting room to me.
Yeah, it's got no personality at the minute, has it?
No.
It doesn't feel warm, it doesn't feel homely, it feels cold.
Upstairs and into the loft room.
You don't really know if it's an office at the moment or is it a seating area?
You'll put descriptions down of all the rooms on your catalogue, you wouldn't know what to call it. It'd be a room.
The rival sellers agree that this room needs a purpose. The house is on for £550,000.
I personally wouldn't pay
No.
for this.
No.
I don't think you'd let me either.
No.
I think it's a lot of money, that, isn't it? I'd want the rooms doing up a bit
Yeah.
more to sell it at that price.
So they agree the price is too high for a house which lacks personality and isn't using the space to its full potential. Next, it's Dolly and Natalie's once glamorous dormer.
This house is literally like nothing I have ever seen before, and it's got the potential to be truly incredible. But with so much to maintain, Dolly has lost control of it, and I feel if she doesn't get on top of some of the key areas, then she's never going to get a buyer through the front door.
First to arrive are Graham and Clair.
It's impressive, isn't it?
Wow, yeah.
It sort of looks like a little secret Hollywood mansion almost, doesn't it? Like in the hills, Hollywood.
Hidden away in the hills, yeah.
The outside still got it. Inside?
It's a veneer 25, 30 years ago, I would say.
It reminds me of an Italian restaurant that we work in.
It reminds me of a Greek taverna.
Yeah, could be, yeah.
Neither a great first impression. Beyond the hall is the kitchen and,
So this, we assume, is a lounge. I couldn't honestly tell you what this room's used for. If you used the tour, it looks like a storage room, to be honest.
I think it's totally confusing. I'm totally baffled.
And if they think this room is strange, they're in for a shock.
It's getting very Hollywood now. Whoa. It's like a hilltop
Well, that's
spa.
the last thing you expect, isn't it?
Oh, my God.
It is Greece.
Yeah, I'm on holiday. It's more like a little spa of a hotel, isn't it?
A long time ago.
Start your own massage parlour.
And the surprises don't stop there. Upstairs there should be 4 bedrooms.
But what is it?
It's a bit of a nondescript room, is it really?
I couldn't put my finger on exactly what it is.
It's a living room.
There's another living room upstairs. Or is it a bedroom?
Yeah, it's just weird.
This once glamorous bungalow, complete with neglected spa, is on at £495,000.
I personally think it's overpriced for what's got to be done on
For what's got to be done to it, yeah.
Good luck to anybody who wants to buy it for £500,000.
Both rival sellers think the price is too high and agree that the rooms in this house are confusing and lack obvious purpose. Last is Graham and Clair's modern but rather clinical dormer bungalow.
Graham and Clair have done a fantastic job of turning this old bungalow into a spacious family home. But for me, they just haven't been brave enough with the decor, and key areas in the house are tending to feel quite bland and quite forgettable.
Very nice, quite modern, isn't it?
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice big windows. I like the front door though, don't you?
Yeah.
Should we go and have a look inside, Nat,
Yeah.
and have a nosy, eh?
Yeah.
Graham and Harry head straight for the well-designed lounge.
I like the fireplace.
Oh, yes, very nice. Lovely living room.
Yeah. Going to much better use of the space in our living room.
Yeah. Much lighter because of the windows and the side.
This is really nice.
Oh,
isn't
this is
it?
nice, Nat, yeah. So open and spring and clean, isn't it? It's not too cluttered, is it? It's not closed in, it's very spacious.
Lessons for everyone here in creating a warm and well-laid-out living room. Expectations are high when heading upstairs to the master bedroom.
It's quite cramped, isn't it?
Yeah, is that a real cat?
I think so.
Yes, yeah.
I like the cat.
Well, it's just plain, isn't it? It's not as stylish as downstairs.
Everything downstairs, Natty, is sort of matched in with the rooms, but this room you've come in, it's just bland, isn't it?
The blandness continues throughout the upstairs, but the 4th bedroom has another little problem.
Flipping heck.
What kind of bed you put in here?
This isn't a bedroom, is it?
No.
I'd class this as 3 bedrooms and just a space.
An office, yeah.
This house is on the market at £500,000.
I don't think it's worth 500,000 now.
If you're taken by the downstairs, then
If you want that
maybe
lifestyle.
So. Yeah, maybe so.
So a mixed reaction to the price, but both rival sellers saw the benefit of a warm, welcoming lounge. Today I'm in the Wirral, helping 3 sellers get their properties up to scratch to entice my buyer Keith, who's looking for a home for him and his wife to enjoy.
What we're looking for in a property is something that we can either move straight into, or, alternatively, we'd even consider a project.
All 3 of my sellers could have just what Keith is looking for, and they've had a chance to snoop around each other's houses to see what they could improve in their own homes.
It's made me feel our house is a bit tired looking and we do need to get our finger out and just it up a bit.
Our living room needs more colour. We've just made it neutral, so it's dead easy to clean.
The other 2 properties I found confusing as to what each room is. I think our house is quite straightforward. It says what it is on the tin.
There's no competition.
Next, they'll get style advice, a grand and a week to lick their houses into shape. Starting with the faded glory of Dolly and Natalie's 5-bed dormer.
This is bonkers. I have never been in a house like this before. I bet this place could tell some tales, couldn't it?
We've had some lovely parties, haven't we, Natalie?
Did you used to use it a lot?
Yeah, well, my mum can't actually swim.
So what has happened out here? Why is it sort of like it is now?
I think basically it's just that I'm here mostly on my own now.
Yeah.
Adam's gone to China, my son, and Natalie's hardly ever here.
Right.
So I've tended to close it down a bit and shut it out my mind.
And you just don't sort of use it. It could be a fantastic asset. I mean, it could be your unique selling point, but at the moment it's a real hindrance. Get that water drained, give it a good clean out down there, and just basically tidy it up as best you can.
All right, we'll get on that.
Rescue plan for the pool sorted. Next, a short paddle to another shutdown room, that junk-filled lounge.
One of the hardest things for potential buyers is to see past the clutter, because there's so much stuff in here. So much stuff.
We've got rid of half of it.
Oh my goodness! What we need to do with this one is make it a sort of chill-out zone. So we start by having a huge declutter.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see you're a lover of wallpaper, which is great. I was thinking of something along the lines of this, all across that wall. Do we like?
I'm not sure about that.
You're not sure about it?
Mad, isn't it?
But what I like about it is that it's bright and it's vibrant, and then you can use all these lovely colours.
I don't know why. It reminds
accessories.
me of children's
children's wallpaper.
Yeah.
But in a way, this is what this room needs to be. It needs to be sort of fun. When you are clearing stuff out, you're going to find things here that you didn't even realise you had still. So it's just accessorising it and making it feel like a warm, comfortable, fun space.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Next, the bedrooms. There's 5, but one looks more like a bedsit than a boudoir.
It's an incredibly confusing space. This needs to be glamorous again. So let's turn this back into a lovely, opulent master bedroom. Yeah. Up for that?
Yeah.
Clearing the decks, clearing all the blue and the green out, and go back, funnily enough, to almost the colour of your top. So this is, it's called, what's it called? Simply Glamorous. Look at that, that's not that far off.
I quite like that colour.
Yeah. So you could use that around the room, and then you take a wallpaper like this lovely sort of opulent paisley. How are we with that one?
I like that.
Good,
yeah.
excellent. What I think we should do with this paper, because some of the mirrors on the wardrobes are chipped and that one's completely broken, is I think we should take them off and then use this paper to paper the doors. And then we need a bed in here. If it's a bedroom, we've got to put a bed in it.
Yeah.
It's durable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. I've got to get that finger out.
You'll have to get more than your finger out, Dolly. This was once a really glamorous, fun party house, and now it's not. It feels a little bit sad and it feels a bit unloved. And for me, she needs to inject some glamour back in. There needs to be a bit of pizzazz put back, because otherwise any buyer coming here is going to really struggle to see its potential.
I feel quite daunted about it, because looking at the pool and cleaning it out and filling it up round here.
I think we'll be able to do it though.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course you can do it, girls. They get stuck straight in, clearing out the shut-down living room with the help of Dolly's brother Dave.
It's going pretty well. So now we've got Mr. Muscles helping us.
And it looks like you'll need all the muscles you can get. It's everything out downstairs and up, and in no time that falling apart bedsit is no more.
My arms are killing.
Next is Graham and Clair's freshly renovated, extended and whitewashed 4-bed dormer, which packs a punch in key areas but feels stark and clinical in others.
Downstairs is so amazing, so much space, brilliant family home and the high finish. And then you come up here and it's still very lovely. It's just quite plain, isn't it?
Bland.
Yes. And the thing is, as a buyer, if you're doing 2 or 3 or 4 viewings a day, and they all look like this, and they're all just magnolia, and they're all just plain, they all tend to sort of blend into one another. I mean, what I think would be lovely in here is to turn it into a really lovely, luxurious master bedroom. Let me tackle the walls first. So, 2-tone paint. How are your painting skills?
That's normally
Yours
my,
are
that's
better
normally
than
my
mine.
job.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's normally my job.
But something along those lines, and you take it the whole way around. There is another colour. Do you think that's too much for you? Look at your face, it's like, no!
I don't know whether I might actually prefer it to the blue. I'm not really a blue sort of...
Are you not? And then I wanted to show you something which is just the most wonderful thing, and I love these, block printing.
All right.
You don't do this all around the room.
Oh, right.
This is almost like a feature wall. I'm thinking literally just on the back here.
OK.
So load up the paintbrush, get it all on there, and then you give it a good old go on the wall. I'm scared! Ta-da!
that's better.
Yeah,
Lovely.
you need more. I mean, and like I say, the more you practice, the better it will be. So you're going to go for the burnt orange?
Yeah, I think so.
It. Good for you.
I think it's warmer.
Bold master bed scheme agreed. Next, what should be the 4th bedroom.
When you get a buyer into a house and you are saying it's a bedroom, if there is not a bed in it,
It's not a bedroom.
they can't see
Can't
it.
see it, yeah.
How are your carpentry skills?
All right, yeah.
Are
I
they?
can hold my own, yeah.
Excellent, because I'd like you to hold your own and build me a little bed down there.
Fantastic.
And the same with the desk. Again, you could utilise the whole of that space.
Put a worktop along there.
Put a worktop along there. And then, you know me, wouldn't be me if I didn't get a bit of wallpaper out. Something like this, just on this wall. But then you could pick out all these wonderful, lovely colours. So the sort of blues, the mustard yellows, the pinks, all around here. And then you could do
put
that.
in the bed.
Yes. So that's that room, that's this room, and there's just one more room that I'd like you to attack,
Right.
which is the one that's, I think, directly below us. It was the games room.
Games
Yeah, yeah.
room. Yeah.
Such a great space, that. You can get some wonderful wallpapers nowadays that look like brick walls or
Yes.
planks of wood, something like that on 2 of the walls, and then go crazy in a vintage shop.
It's also quite 70s looking.
Yeah. That's what I want.
It sounds like I'm paper and painting and you're shopping.
And I'm shopping, yeah.
Now, this is one of those houses where I genuinely can't understand why it hasn't sold, because it is a beautiful house when you get inside, albeit some of the areas are a little bit bland and forgettable. But I think the reason that it hasn't sold is because the photographs just simply aren't doing it justice. They need to inject a bit of colour and a bit of personality into the house. And I love the fact that they're enthusiastic. I love the fact that they're on board. And I think they're going to do a cracking job.
I think what we've got to do is achievable in the time frame, just about. But yeah, it should be all right. We'll get the kids to muck in. And,
I'm sure Graham will work very hard.
Exactly, yeah. Have a nice time shopping.
The shopping trip can wait for now. With son Daniel lending a hand, they start clearing out the games room.
Put that on the couch. Oh, that's machine.
The desk in the small room is dismantled so the room can be restyled as a proper bedroom.
It actually looks so much bigger than how it's empty, doesn't it?
In Graham and Clair's master bedroom, it's time to banish the bland.
Battleship grey, it's nice.
They're going for the two-tone look I suggested and are using a laser level to ensure a perfectly straight line.
It's the use of modern technology.
And before long, they're ready for some real colour.
I'm a bit sort of shocked with the colour at the minute.
Perhaps daughter Alex can convince her.
I think it's okay.
OK, it's going to look superb. Finally, it's Graham and Harry's blokey bungalow.
For me, it's a great house. It's in a great location, but you can so tell blokes live in here. There are no feminine touches anywhere.
A few people have said that.
Do you relax in here in the evening?
That's good
Yeah,
television.
Put telly on that side.
Sleep on the sofas and put the telly on, turn lights off.
Somewhere to put the beer.
Do you know what? It needs softening. It needs a woman's touch.
That's it.
And that's why I'm here. But I think something like that in there would really make it stand out. So you do that whole wall in paper.
Yeah.
And then you can just take that wallpaper to a DIY store and get it colour matched.
Yeah.
Or you could just pick one of these sort of colours. You know, sofas are fine, but I'd like to see sort of throws on them. I'd like cushions, you know, all those girly things. Don't pull a base! What's the base for? Cushions. It's all in the detail. It's the flowers, it's the candles, it's all that sort of girly stuff. Get rid of this carpet, because I don't like this very much.
That was free, that.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Girly scheme agreed, I hope. Next, the loft room, which isn't just blokey, it feels abandoned.
It's a great space, this. What do you use it for? Do you use it?
No, not at the moment.
We don't really use it now.
Yeah, you can kind of see that.
Yeah.
The other sellers, when they came and stood up here, said they found it quite frustrating because it was sort of, it's just wasted. You're not doing anything with it. Mm-hmm. And I think that you kind of need to. Keep that as an office space. You could have a really lovely old vintage desk there with a lovely chair as opposed to one that I'm assuming you've got from an office.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's come from work.
You can play around up here. A kind of denim blue on that wall and on that wall, on the two end walls, and a bed. You could do with a bed up here.
Okay.
I think you should make it a bedroom. You can make a real industrial urban look by using old pallets, which are literally next to nothing. Have you got loads of them? Sorted. Bring them up, put them out on the floor and make a bed base, and then you just get a cheap mattress and put the mattress on top.
Sounds cool, yeah.
So then I want you to get your sewing machine out and knock up some cushions using old jeans. You reckon you can do that?
I reckon we can't do that.
Try and weld them together.
Weld them together for you.
Are you feeling up for it?
We're always up for it.
Brilliant. I cannot begin to tell you how much I love these two, but they looked utterly terrified. I might as well have been talking Japanese to them. They need to get in touch with their feminine side, though, and they need to get creative because this house at the moment really lacks that warm, cosy feel, and I think that's what's stopping it getting sold.
The things we can do are like fixing cars, metalwork and all that with our hands tied behind the back. So this is a different challenge, but we'll just have to rise to the challenge.
That's the spirit. So it's out with all things manly. A fond farewell to that freebie rug.
It looks nice on the other side. We should have turned it over.
They've colour matched the paint.
And look at that.
And this pad is well on its way to becoming girly.
You can't say I haven't helped.
Oh, I think we can say that, Harry. My three rival sellers are working flat out revamping their homes in the hope they'll win an offer from my buyer, Keith.
A reasonable size would be a 3 or 4 bedroom house, well designed, well planned and well presented.
At Dolly and Natalie's distressed dormer, it's all about bringing the abandoned rooms back to life. The bold bedsit is getting an undercoat in white.
I suppose really it doesn't have to be perfect.
Next, a bit of glamour with a bright pink for the walls.
It's quite nice, actually.
I like it. I think that's going to go really nice.
Yeah, I think she's made a good choice there, hasn't she?
I think you spelt that wrong.
Yep, that says A mad. Quite appropriate for this house, really. Downstairs, and the dregs of the dirty pool water are being drained.
I forget how deep this pool is, you know. I look like a midget in here now.
Next door, in what was the junk-filled lounge, Dolly's drafted in her brother Dave to help banish the beige.
What do you think?
Sunglasses on.
At Graham and Harry's blokey bungalow, the lounge is going from stark to sophisticated. And the industrial denim scheme is starting to take shape in the loft with the help of mate Eddie.
Looks all right, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks good.
Outside, Harry is hunting out raw materials for some industrial-style furniture.
Might need to do a bit of cutting, but that looks like a desk to me. So there's one new office chair ready to go with our desk.
Next, he's got a pallet for the top and scaffolding poles for the legs.
So we got our bits cut and welded for the desk, so now it's just put it together, see how strong it is. There we go.
That desk needs a chair.
Piece that will bolt onto the seat there, and with the wooden base, we'll have our full-on rustic chatter seat.
Over at Graham and Clair's modern but clinical dormer, it's all about adding interest to the bedroom with bold colour.
I'm really starting to love it. I think it makes the room look bigger.
Outside, Graham's carpentry skills are being put to the test.
This is for the bed in the small bedroom. I've actually make it because you can't buy a bed. It's only about 2 or 3 inches too small, the space.
But there seems to be a problem.
Right, that is exactly 32 inches. And that is 32 and a half.
Oh dear, half an inch can make all the difference. While Graham sorts that one out, Claire and daughter Alex hunt out furniture to go in the now vibrant master bedroom.
Oh, it's quite nice, isn't it?
Wow, I quite like them, yeah.
You think that one?
Yeah. Hi. We're looking to take the 2 bedside cabinets or cupboards, and there's a chest in the far corner there with the gold handles. That looks good, Alex, as well, doesn't it?
That'd look good in the games room.
Yeah, should we take that as well, do you think?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, OK.
At Dolly and Natalie's distressed dormer, they're sorting out the once unkempt pool room.
Danny's cleaned all the dirt out the pool now, but yeah, it'll steady fill up and we'll clean it while we're going round.
Next door, in the once cluttered sitting room, the old pink carpet is coming up and the walls are painted, so it's time for wallpapering.
We couldn't find the other paper, so we've gone for this one. Just because it's similar colours of the other one and it's a bit kiddie-ish and funnish. I like it. I think it goes with the room nice.
You chose it, so...
And to complement the bright new scheme, Natalie's bringing some disused treasure back to life.
We're just recycling the furniture we've already got and painting over them. Save a bit of money.
Our Natalie's really got the painting bug. Even the dog's not safe.
That's good, isn't it? It looks good in the living room. Named Amanda.
Named Amanda.
With best mate Danielle's help, there's really no stopping her.
They're my beautiful lamps. I've had them years.
Yeah, but look how cool they
Oh,
Yeah, do you not like what we've done?
do you know what? I can't leave anything. They've got their hands on everything.
Back at Graham and Harry's now less blokey bungalow, the living room is getting a feminine touch with the feature wallpaper I suggested.
Bit of class. Something we've never normally had in the past.
But for the loft room, it's an industrial look that I wanted, and Harry is back in his workshop making a bed.
Marking up the pallets under the mattress to cut them down to the right length so we get the perfect overhang of the mattress.
Then it's down to the fabricators for a unique industrial chic headboard.
So there's our backboard, ready to go.
There's our headboard, all finished. What a beauty she is.
I think it's gonna look good.
Just genius. At Graham and Clair's clinical bungalow, son Daniel is helping transform the games room as it goes from bland to bold with a brick feature wallpaper.
Actually, that wallpaper is really realistic.
We could have just taken the paint off, really, couldn't we?
It's certainly faster than bricklaying. Upstairs and in the master bedroom, it's the moment of truth as Claire embarks on the stencil blocking.
We'll try the first one and we'll see how it looks. Oh, well, that didn't work very well. Disaster.
Perhaps Graham will have more luck.
That's just going to end up with loads of splodge, though.
No.
That's too splodgy, isn't it?
Time for plan B, a clever stencil roller.
This is actually quite stressful now. Yeah, I'm liking it. I think me and Amanda will have to have a chat about stenciling and rolling. This has just been a long process.
Yeah, she said some good ideas. That wasn't one of them.
No.
At Dolly and Natalie's less distressed dormer, the chill-out room is being brought back to life with bold colour and some wood effect lino. Upstairs in the bedroom, the new glamorous scheme is coming together.
It looks like a little princess's room now.
The pool area is getting a spruce up and there's just time for some finishing touches.
Pretty glad it's finished because it's been the longest week ever. The whole house has got that wow appeal to it now.
Yeah.
What was an abandoned lounge has been transformed into a vibrant chill-out area. Total cost £501.
Oh my goodness! It's amazing! It's lighter, it's brighter. You wanted to create a great family space and you absolutely have. And I think that's what you need to do when you're selling a house. You need to create a dream and create a lifestyle. I had a little peek in the pool. That, again, totally different, transformed.
Yes.
Tell me about the dog.
My friend found him in the garage and just loved him.
He's great.
And we did nickname him after you as well.
Oh, I'm touched. I love it. Can we go and look at the bedroom?
You can.
Yeah.
Before, this was more bedsit than bedroom. Now it's a chic master suite that this house truly deserves, all at a cost of £514.
Oh my goodness!
I know, it's lovely, isn't it?
That paper has worked really, really well, hasn't it? And these have come up a treat too. You know, for me, showcasing some of these rooms now has just literally transformed it. It felt a bit sad, this house. It lost its spark, it lost its heartbeat. And all of a sudden, you come in here now, and I'm not kidding you, it feels like a totally different house.
At Graham and Harry's bungalow, the blokiness is almost gone in the lounge, and the industrial scheme is coming together nicely in the loft. And they're even attempting to make cushions out of some old jeans.
Oh,
Didn't go
did I
well.
break it? I think I may have broken the needle.
It seems these two have become cushion obsessed, as they bought loads for the living room.
Man of many cushions, an artiste in action.
That's how it looks in the shops, isn't it? I thought that was the thing.
Upstairs, the bed Harry created for the loft room takes pride of place.
I'm going to bed now. Good night.
And it's just some finishing touches needed to complete the look.
I've enjoyed making every bit of it, from the table to the desk to the chair and to the bed as well, yeah.
You know, it's made the house better and we've had a great time doing it. So what more can you ask for?
The once stark and blokey living room is no more. Now this room feels inviting, warm and lived in, and it costs £659 to do.
Oh, wow! Have you had a woman in here? It's feminine, but it also would appeal to the masses as well. It's warm, it's soft. It feels like somewhere that I would like to come and crash out.
Yeah.
Did you struggle with it? Was it easy?
He just came back with 1 million pillows one day. I think he just went and asked for every one of each. And
One of each. If you buy enough
He got
pillows,
a bit
I
excited
think we
with
could
pillows.
possibly open a pillow shop. But, you know.
Can we go and look upstairs?
Yeah.
Upstairs in the loft room was an unused space with no obvious purpose. Now it's a funky, cool crash pad with amazing one-off pieces that Harry created and should feel very proud of, all at a cost of £699.
Oh my goodness me! Oh, boys, it's lovely. You could be Liverpool's equivalent to Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen.
I hope not.
we drew it all up on the computer and laser cut a backboard for the bed, and then cut up the pallets and laser cut some brackets to clamp them together.
And look at the desk. The desk is brilliant.
Yeah.
So the saleability, I think, you've really increased your chances now, because the whole house was very functional, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I honestly, genuinely, hand on heart, would say this is one of the best transformations of a room I've seen.
At Graham and Clair's not-so-clinical bungalow, in the smallest room, it's a tense moment for Graham as his handmade bed is put into place.
I'm not going right down now. I don't feel safe.
And the bespoke worktop goes in.
I'm just chuffed it fitted.
Just time for some finishing touches in the games room and the master bedroom.
I mean, the results are good, but I'm glad it's over.
It's a learning curve.
The master bedroom was bland, but now it's full of colour and personality and has a hotel chic feel about it, all at a cost of £542.
Wow, I love that! Because the block thing was not the easiest of things to do, was it?
And that is not the block.
No, I know, that's one of those, isn't
roller.
it? I'm glad you went for the coral, because you've been really bold in that choice, and a lot of people would be put off by it and think, oh no, let's err on the side of caution, but it's really worked in here.
It is. It's a really warm colour, I think.
I cannot tell you how much I love that games room.
It's great, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
You just want to stay in there, don't you?
Just a few little tweaks. The wallpaper is just fabulous. I mean, I feel you've increased the saleability tenfold in this house, and you've created a proper boutique hotel.
Yeah, we said that, yeah. You wouldn't just flick through the photos on the internet, you'd probably pause.
It's memorable, yeah.
Down the corridor, what was a small, bland office room now looks like a bedroom again. And now there's colour and pattern, the room is an inviting place to be, at a cost of £337.
This is just lovely. You're marketing it as a 4-bed house, and this was never in a million years, in my opinion, a bedroom. But now it's just, I loved it. Did you do that yourself?
Yeah. Made the bed.
This has worked brilliantly. I love it. I mean, I know I suggested it, but I do really love it. And I like all the colours that you've used. Did you do the desk?
Yeah, put the worktop in.
Yeah. Have you managed to come in within budget?
I haven't got a clue.
You let her go shopping, you got
no
chance.
I don't do shopping.
No, I know, but you've given her the wallet.
I was like slightly over, but not as much as I anticipated.
Oh, OK. It's been worth it, because it is lovely. You've transformed all 3 rooms. They're brilliant.
Definitely.
In the Wirral, my 3 sellers have worked flat out to impress my buyer Keith, who's got a budget of £600,000.
Ideally, my wife and I are looking for a home that is possibly a more mature style, but one that's been well modernised and well renovated to a high standard.
Dolly and Natalie have strived to put the glamour back into the rooms that have been shut down and forgotten.
I think when the buyer comes in, he sees these rooms and he sees the pool now all filled up and spruced up, I think he's going to be taken back by my house.
Graham and Clair have added some colour and personality into their modern 4-bed.
We're hoping when the buyer comes around today that, he falls in love with the property, loves every inch of it and buys the house. That'd be great.
And Graham and Harry have very much found their feminine side to bring some warmth and style into their once stark bungalow.
Hopefully we've done enough to impress the buyer and hopefully we win.
Now it's all down to my buyer Keith, starting at Dolly and Natalie's sprawling dormer bungalow.
Ta-da!
Wow.
What do you think your wife would think?
She might think I'm bonkers.
Yeah. Well, the house is bonkers. I suggest we go in and have a good look around.
Yeah, sure.
You ready for this? Let's do it.
Beyond the front door are 2 glamorous reception rooms and that revived living room off the pool.
Well, this is the sort of family room, the chill-out room.
Wow. Nice and bright, isn't it?
Yeah. You should have bought your sunglasses. Is this your missus? Is this the sort of thing she does at home?
No, it's completely opposite. It's too bright. It's a big space.
Has it got the old brain box ticking? Is it sort of making you think?
Honestly, it's making me think. Need to see some more, I expect.
Absolutely. Let's come and have a look at it a bit more.
I think he's seeing the potential, and the swimming pool could be the clincher.
I didn't bring my trunks.
Did you not?
No. That's a big pool, isn't it?
It's a whopper,
Goodness
isn't
me. That's interesting. You could probably turn this into a dream house.
You could, couldn't you? Let's continue the tour. Let's go and look upstairs.
Sure. Upstairs, this house has 4 good-sized bedrooms and a large bathroom. Plenty of space for the family to stay.
So, you can see there's lots and lots of bedrooms here.
The size of the rooms are, very good. I mean, good-sized rooms and lots of space.
In your opinion, what do you think this is being marketed for?
I think it's probably around about 500.
Not bad, actually. Offers in excess of 495.
Really?
Yeah. A lot to think about. Lots to mull over.
Yeah.
Let's go look at something completely different.
Yeah, do.
No more swimming pools, I promise.
Okay.
Even though the decor wasn't to his taste, I'm cautiously optimistic about this house. On to Graham and Clair's no longer clinical extended bungalow.
I am quite excited about you seeing this one. Your initial impressions?
It's very clean, very tidy looking, it looks like it's been done very well.
It has. Let's get inside and have a look.
A good first impression. Let's see if he's just as impressed with the big open-plan kitchen.
Right, come through. In terms of style, is this the sort of look that you like or not?
I think we'd go for a more classical kind of style.
For me, I think the downstairs of this house flows really well. You've got your kitchen, you've got your dining room, it leads into the sitting room. And I think that for you, it would be relatively easy to put your own mark on a property like this.
So perhaps a bit modern for Keith's taste. Round the corner, I want to show him the games room.
I'm a firm believer that all men should have some sort of place that they can escape to.
Watch the football.
This is your escape den. I know, it's great,
Play the
isn't
football.
it? What would you use it for? What would this be?
I think you'd use it exactly for that. I think the fact that they've got a turntable there that plays actual records is quite interesting.
Yeah.
It's a chill-out room.
Absolutely.
You know, close the blinds.
Yeah.
A nice gin and tonic, and you can chill out.
Now you're talking. Let's go look at the master bedroom.
Upstairs, this dormer has a large bathroom and 4 bedrooms, including the newly restyled small room.
Come on through. This is the master bedroom with a big walk-in wardrobe, which you could, if you wanted to, convert into an ensuite shower room.
Okay.
What's going through your mind?
Again, it's a decorative thing, isn't it? It's not our taste.
Right.
You know, it's a good size. Whether it's the right style for me,
Right.
is, if I'm honest, whether it's the right style, it's I'm not 100% on.
What do you think the asking price of this one is?
Wow, that's difficult. Probably about 375.
Oh, no, a lot more. 500.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm assuming that we should probably move on now. Let's go look at something else.
So unfortunately, the style of the house isn't doing it for Keith. Plus, he felt it was overpriced. On to Graham and Harry's now not-so-blokey bungalow.
This is, again, a very different option. Semi-rural location.
It looks like it goes back a long way.
It does, yeah. It's 2 acres of land. There's a lot going on here. Let's go and look at the rest of the house.
Downstairs, this house has 3 bedrooms, a kitchen, and that much more feminine lounge.
Nice space, isn't it? Nice and open, quite fresh.
More your
And
cup
nice
of tea?
Colours are nice colours. Whether that's the right decor, I'm not sure.
68 quid a roll, that.
Is it? That's okay. It's the right then.
Don't paint over it.
No. But it's a nice outlook as well. It's got a good outlook to the garden.
Upstairs to the loft room.
Fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Colours and style, I guess the sort of industrial urban look. I don't know. Have you ever played around with this look or not?
If I ever tried to do it, I'd probably get a slap or two. But it's not our choice of colours or whatever. But again, that's all superficial. You can change that.
Yes.
You can deal with that.
What do you think this is being marketed at?
Wow.
It's a lot of land.
Yeah. Getting up to about 490.
Ooh, yeah, well, not bad actually. Not bad, 550. So a wee bit over, but we're not as way out as we've ever
Maybe I'm just tight.
Maybe you are. Well, should we go and retire somewhere that serves ale?
Why not?
I think that would be rude not to, wouldn't it? Let's go and have a little think about all 3, because as I said to you at the beginning of the day, it was a very, very eclectic mix of houses.
Yeah.
And
you were right.
I was right. Keith, it's been an interesting day, hasn't it?
It's very interesting. Quite an eye-opener, I think that's fair to say.
Good. That's what I like. I like opening eyes. Let's talk about the houses individually then, because they've all been so, so different. Let me start with the detached with the swimming pool.
I think the idea of opening up a spa with membership is probably quite appealing. And it's actually in a very large plot. If you could buy that at the right price and maybe get decent planning permission, you can maybe actually build something in and split it into different plots.
Okay. So so there's potential there. Let's talk about the modern bungalow.
I think from the outside, from the curb appeal, as you look at it, yes, it looks nice. There's something missing.
Okay.
And I think it's the top. It's not enough. There's not enough at the top there. And for that reason, I think it's probably just not. It's a non-starter for us.
Okay. Let's talk about the 1960s bungalow with the paddock. Yeah. So much land.
So much land can be really important and helpful if you can do something with it.
Yeah.
If you can't do something with it, it can be a burden. So I'm not so sure that presents with the right opportunity. And I think also with it being so close to the road, it's a busy road, that road.
Yeah. So the road and the amount of land has kind of knocked that one out then. So that's all 3 properties. Which one got you most excited?
I think number 1.
So the house with the pool?
Yeah, I think so.
Party house.
That would be the one that I would say has the best opportunity.
Excellent, excellent. Well, it's been good fun, wherever you end up, and you will find that perfect place.
Thank you.
Good luck with it.
So the favourite is Dolly and Natalie's.
We thought that in here.
Yeah. All that hard work is worth it now,
it's
is
very
it?
hard work, and we needed that push to bring it back up to its glamour.
The other sellers may have missed out, but all their hard graft will have certainly made their houses more saleable.
Stupid competition.
No, we'll still go forward and hopefully move on and find somewhere new.
We've got no regrets and no worries about it not selling to this particular person because it's going to make it so it can be sold to somebody else. So, happy days.